Now it has been quite a number of years, definitely over 20 years, that the Church on this day celebrates the World Day of Peace, together with the United Nations. And it is also a moment for the Pope to address the world at large. And the Pope, Benedict XVI, this year, thought of sending this message, addressing it mainly to parents, teachers, formators, those who have the future of young people in their hearts. And the address is aimed at young people so that we educate the young people in peace and justice. There will never be peace if there is no justice. And so these two go together. The Pope had very good insights that I would like to share with you. Of course, we are not going to read the whole text, but there are certain paragraphs that I would like to share with you, as I know we have quite a number of young parents here who bring their children here, and it is very important to educate these young people in these values of justice and peace. One important reflection that we need to do at the very start of this Mass is that there will never be peace in the world unless we have peace, first of all, in our hearts. Every individual person needs to have peace in his heart. We cannot speak of peace, we cannot announce peace, we cannot share peace and speak of justice and peace if we are angry against society, if we are prejudiced, if we are racist, if we are selfish. In fact, the Pope mentioned all these elements that rule the world today. He said, we are living in a world where families and life itself are constantly threatened and not infrequently fragmented. Working conditions which are often incompatible with family responsibilities, worries about the future, frenetic pace of life, the need to move frequently to ensure an adequate livelihood, to say nothing of mere survival. All this makes it hard to ensure that children receive one of the most precious of treasures, the presence of their parents in their home. Education is the most interesting and difficult adventure in life. Where there is true education in peace and justice takes place, first of all, in the family, since parents are the first educators. The family is the primary cell of society. It is in the family that children learn the human and Christian values which enable them to have a constructive and peaceful coexistence. It is in the family that they learn solidarity between the generations, respect for the rules, forgiveness, and how to welcome others. The family is the first school in which we are trained in justice and peace. And he goes on to say then about education indeed is concerned with the integral formation of the person, including the moral and spiritual dimension, focused upon man's final end and the good of society to which he belongs. This is a fundamental question that must be asked. Who is man? Who am I? Man is a being who bears within his heart a thirst for the infinite, a thirst for truth, a truth which is not partial, but capable of explaining life's meaning, since he was created in the image and likeness of God. And here he quotes also St. Augustine, you have created us, for you, O Lord, and our heart is restless until it rests in you. Then he mentions another value of this education of young people, which we all cherish. This is freedom. In order to exercise freedom, man must move beyond the relativistic horizon and come to know the truth about himself and the truth about good and evil. Deep within his conscience, man discovers a law that he did not lay upon himself, but which he must obey. Its voice calls him to love and to do what is good, to avoid evil, and to take responsibility for the good he does and the evil he commits. Thus, the exercise of freedom is intimately linked to the natural moral law, which is universal in character, expresses the dignity of every person, and forms the basis of fundamental human rights and duties. Consequently, in the final analysis, it forms the basis for just and peaceful coexistence. And then it moves on to explain more about these values in detail. What I would like to ensure is that we take with us a few tips of how we bring peace into our lives in order to be able to educate others, especially young people, in these values of peace and justice. About 2 years ago, we published these bookmarks, and in July, in the month of July, we distributed these bookmarks. I have a few more that those who would like to share them, to take home with them, they can have them. Because at this beginning of the new year, we always make new propositions, new resolutions. I know Mario said, I'm going to lose 10 kilos by July. He will do it. We do all these kind of resolutions. And now I ask you, in order to bring peace in our heart, and so that we can educate others, even the same members of our own family, we need first of all to educate in the values of peace and justice. Remember these that we have written 3 years ago, and they are valid today, and we take them as our personal resolutions to do this coming year. First of all, keep the commandment of love, God and neighbor. That is number one. That is fundamental as Christians, and that is fundamental also to bring peace and justice in the world. Keep the commandment of love, God and neighbor. Number two, reach out for the poor, all the poor, even the rich, because they might need, they need, even the rich can be poor, especially in values. Number three, live within a community of faith. Faith is personal, but not private. It's personal, but not private. That's why we meet here every Sunday, because we need to meet and to live in a community of faith. Number four, mellow, warm, and grateful heart. Can you love an enemy? This is a question mark. Can you love an enemy? Well, very difficult. Number five, forgive the annoyance of others. We are so often annoyed by others, but forgive them. Forgive the annoyance of others. Number six, appreciate and be open for new friends. Be positive. Be positive in your attitudes. Appreciate new friends. Number seven, learn and understand that money is not everything. It's important in life. We cannot do anything without money, but it's not everything. Number eight, Take calculated risks and have high confidence in yourself. Number 9, treasure every moment with your loved ones. Give quality time, we say, to your loved ones, especially young children. Speak to your young teenagers. Talk to them. Ask them questions. Show them that you care also when you talk to them, that you are interested in their progress, in football, in school, in art, in drama, whatever they do. Show them that you are interested in what they do. And the last one, number 10, fill yourself with God, and you will not lack anything. Fill yourself with God. This is my wishes for this coming year, 2012, for each one of us, including myself.